want to say something really quickly. And I want to talk about what makes humans better than anything else, meaning the bugs, animals, or plants. And I'm not talking about the fact that humans eat certain animals because or whatever. I'm not. Let me say why I'm not concerned about that. Number one, animals that eat humans, but also something else that's higher than humans is feeding off of humans. Okay, something else that's in a higher dimension than humans are feeding off of humans, feeding off their energy. Okay, that's why humans get sick. So I'm not concerned about being righteous when it comes to eating meats and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, I did say that we are all connected, we are all one. But I don't like this version of being all one. I don't like this. Excuse me. I don't like this perverted version of being one. Okay, I like the natural version. Now, this perverted version is an egoic version. It's a false version. It's not real. You live in a false world. Real oneness and you live in a real world, that's different. This is a false oneness in a false world. Okay? But either way, you still connected. I still saw chains. People are still chained together. Like if you've seen the movie Us, or you've seen the movie, or you've seen the picture of people holding hands together, that's to me, that's letting people know that you're all connected together. Okay? What's it called? Holding hands. I forgot the name of that. It used to be, I was born in the 70s. So I remember in the 80s and 90s to see these commercials all the time with people standing in a circle and holding hands and not praying and stuff. I'm talking about just holding hands. That's the truth in showing that people are still connected together even though they feel like they're individuals. Okay? And even in this type of computer virtual reality, even though it's not the real natural one, people can still have a choice of seeing that they're not separate from the other person and still choose to treat each other better. And they can still elevate about this falsehood. But I want to talk about what really makes people or humans better than animals or plants. I don't think humans are better. So I'm just kind of saying that. The reason why, because I want to talk about truth. And I do want to talk about how even myself included, and I'm working on getting out of it, but I'm being forced out of the illusion, okay? This world is an illusion, and some people don't want to see that, right? That's fine. Everybody ain't supposed to be waking up. But that's what I'm saying is that goes to show that that the people are no better than animals. See, the thing is, people, you can't tell a lot of people the truth. You can't tell a lot of people the truth. Like, for example, right? I had a person talk about, it was a patient of mine, talk about how he, when he wakes up in the morning, and he's an elderly person, but everything is not because somebody's elderly, okay? That's an excuse. Everything is not because somebody's elderly. I've seen people in their 90s that's like sharp as, I don't know what, sharp as somebody in their doggone 20s, okay? Everything is not because somebody is getting old, okay? But, he kept talking about how he wake up in the morning and he feels like he don't know where he is. He feels disoriented. Now he said he spoke to the doctors and the doctor said it's early signs of dementia. Okay, that's true. That's more of the physical, normal way of explaining whatever's going on. Dementia. What's the word dementia when the brain is not even yours? The brain is a computer. So what exactly is dementia when the brain is a computer that really don't even belong to us? We're borrowing an AI computer brain. We think our brain is in our heads because we see a physical representation of consciousness, but our brain is not in our heads because our physical body don't exist. Okay, so the brain that we're using is an AI type of computer. It's a mind. Okay, so I'm saying, what exactly is dementia then, other than some kind of program? But my thing is, I didn't say that part. I just kind of said, you know, and I guess something made him say that to me. So I said, well, you probably, every time you go to sleep, you leave your body. So when you come back in your body, you're probably not grounded in your body like you should. And when you wake up, you still don't know where you are because you're not fully grounded back into this particular reality. You're not fully grounded back into this particular reality. You're coming from another you coming from the dream world. I didn't say another reality. I just say you coming from the dream world. And when you wake back up, your body's probably not fully grounded back into where you are. And you still don't know where you are because you're not fully, your body's not fully, you're not fully in your body yet. And I believe he kind of received, because something made him say that. Something made him say it. Something made him say that to me, because I'm an occupational therapist, but what he said had nothing to do with therapy. Nothing at all. And nothing to say to me. Okay? So that means something made him say it. Okay? Something made him say it. Okay? Something, for some reason, he felt comfortable enough to say that, because he actually don't speak English, but when he was speaking in his other language, his daughter translated it and said, he's never said that to me before. So you got a whole family that you stay with and you never said this to anybody else before. So something made him trust me enough to even bring that up to me. Somehow he felt like I had to answer the answer. Okay, something. Even if that's not what his belief is, something made him feel like I had the answer, because he's been living with his family this whole time and never told anybody anything. That means that somewhere deep down he probably felt like he couldn't say nothing to him. And somewhere deep down he felt safe enough to say something to me. Okay? But my point is, this is just an example. This is not the same thing about that guy. I'm just using an example. It's how I almost felt a little bit uncomfortable saying that, because in this particular type of realm, which is a false reality that's run by lies, the way this reality sticks together is on lies. You cannot. That's why YouTube is always messing with people's videos who tell the truth, because this type of realm cannot stand on the truth. It will fall apart. So these entities that run YouTube, that goes to show that they're not real. They're part of a false reality. It's not even about them connecting to their true self. They don't have a true self. A lot of us have a true type of being. They don't have one. They only exist in a false reality, meaning they don't exist at all. Period. They never existed any other time. They didn't fall from frequency or nothing. A lot of us fell from frequency and we see them, but they were never up high, so that means they were never real. Okay? And I'm not even talking about color on this. Ain't got nothing to do with color. Okay? So, yeah. So that's why YouTube, to me, likes to ban the truth a lot, because they are part of the false realm that when a lot of us fell down, when we fell asleep, we came into this type of realm where there's nothing but lies, and a lot of these entities that run YouTube and all these other entities, the presidents and all these other controllers of the world, they can't let you get the truth. They cannot let people get the truth, because they don't exist any higher than lies. They don't exist any higher than an illusion, which means they were never real. But what we have to do, a lot of us, we have to get into a truth type of mind, consciousness, whatever, however you're supposed to say it, right? I'm not really worried about semantics too much. So I'm saying is that I felt a little uncomfortable, even though I know he wasn't going to have a problem with it. But that just goes to show that you really cannot tell people the truth. You really can't tell the people the truth. And he didn't say anything. He didn't act funny. I'm just using an example of sometimes you can't say stuff like that to people. So it's not him. I'm just saying sometimes you cannot say stuff like that to people. You can't. You can't hardly tell nobody that you either in a holographic world or a virtual reality. People don't. I know people feel like say holographic world. Holographic world is still in a much higher type of frequency. People have felt much lower than that. Okay, people have felt much lower than that. It's like a whirlpool. Like I saw the word whirlpool, and when I look at Dante's Inferno, I see something look like that. Okay, I think we felt a lot lower than even the holographic world. Okay, and so you're into a world where this is the kind of stuff you see. People that run YouTube, people that run Amazon, and I'm not against Amazon. I still have to buy stuff from there, right? You still have to live your life, but at the same time, we have a job to work on ourselves too, to not stay in that type of illusion. Because they're doing what they're supposed to do. They can't rise no higher. They only exist in a lie. They cannot exist beyond a lie because they never existed. Okay, a lot of these billionaires, a lot of times if you see them like that, not to say if you make a lot of money you fake, no, that's not what I'm saying, but a lot of the top people that just seems to be just getting money like it don't take nothing, a lot of them, they can't rise no higher than this lie. Okay, so of course a lot of them are going to have a certain type of favor in this type of realm, because it's their world. But you go beyond to the truth type of consciousness, you won't even see them. They can't exist. So you got to elevate yourself. And so my point is saying that humans really are no better than animals. They're no better than bugs. The reason why is because animals communicate in their own way, right? They might not have a problem telling each other the truth. They might not have a problem telling each other how it really is. Bugs may have their own ways of communication. They don't have a problem with telling each other the truth, and they know how to navigate a lot better than people can, right? They don't need a GPS, and they know how to migrate. Animals know how to migrate, okay? And people used to know how to do that until we became domesticated ourselves. We say that a lot of animals are domesticated, but actually a lot of people are domesticated. We can't go nowhere without a GPS. Now, used to be a time like animals, people thousands of years ago, they used to migrate. They didn't need a GPS, and they knew exactly where to go. Why is that? See? They were more advanced. People nowadays are not advanced. Technology is getting advanced. The more technology gets advanced, the more people de-evolve. And that's the reason why I'm saying that at this point in time, most people, I'm not going to say all, but most people ain't no better. Actually, animals are better than most people. Animals are better than most people. Okay? A lot of people are blind. That's not a criticism, that's the truth. Even animals, they can see into other dimensions. They can see stuff that we ain't seeing. So when dogs are barking, people are like, what you barking at? Stop barking. Like, no, they don't need to stop barking. They see something you don't see. See, this is why animals are better. Because people have gotten so far into their egos, they cannot see. You remember a lady was telling me the other day about how her child, they got some stuff in their house. And her child was like saying that some boy keep trying to play with him. And said, Mama, tell that boy I don't want to play with him. And Mama's like, I don't see nobody. And she don't want to feed into it. But see, that's what I'm talking about. See, the older you get really further into your ego, and actually you become nothing. You really become nothing. You become worse than animals. You become worse than dogs. I mean, not dogs, but you become definitely worse than cats. Cats are like very high consciousness, but worse than you're the lowest of everything. When humans get older and further into their ego, they are the lowest of everything, even plants. They are the lowest of everything because they see nothing. They know nothing. Okay? And then get further into their ego where they attack each other, hate each other. All this, whatever you call, all this division going on. All kinds of division going on. Okay? So anyway, yeah, they a lot of humans these days, they don't know any kind of kindness. They attack each other. They want to kill each other. Okay, they compete against each other. Okay, this competitive, that's the kind of world this is. That's why, but still. So that I'm just saying that to say, I'm gonna fall out. Hold on. I'm just saying that to say that I'm about to finish. That humans actually it seems like you're more in tune with the spirit world when you're a baby. You're more connected to your true self, and the older you get, the further you get away from your true self. But you actually think that you know something because you get older, but you really get further into your ego and you really become no good. You really become nothing. Okay? But anyway, that's it. I'll talk later.